With tales of Samsung battling Apple and the greatest iPhones in the United States, as well as at home in Korea. A recent report indicates that Samsung is considering to perhaps rebrand away from the long-standing Galaxy naming pattern. According to Jukanlosreve on X, Samsung is investigating non-Galaxy rebranding of their flagship devices. This would be comparable to Lexus being Toyota's luxury automobile brand or Hyundai's selling of its high-end vehicles under the Genesis name. As Samsung gets ready to introduce the Galaxy S25 and Galaxy S25 Ultra in January, it is an unexpected action as well as may be required. Under the Galaxy umbrella, Samsung has 5 lines of smartphones: the Z, S, A, M, and F series. Z and S are designated for the flagship models. Not adding the Tab S10 tablets, but 3 Pro earbuds, Watch 7 smartwatches, and the brand new Galaxy Ring. This is not mentioning all the goods under the Galaxy name. This seems to have been a long-standing simmering project inside Samsung. Head of worldwide marketing for Samsung Lee Young-hee was quoted at CES 2024 saying, "Galaxy has so many lineups that I know people are expecting a new name when there is an innovative turning point." With a mix of high-end, mid-range and budget devices all under the same umbrella, the report notes, it can prevent the flagship devices from standing out as apparently younger audiences consider Galaxy subpar, compared to iPhones, when the first Galaxy devices they encounter are from some of the lower-tier lines. Since at least 2009, when the Samsung Galaxy debuted running one of the early Android versions, Samsung has been using the recognizable Galaxy trademark. While Apple and Samsung are the 2 most popular brands for smartphones in the US, there isn't actually rivalry. According to StatCounter, Apple holds 57.3% of the market share in the United States, with Samsung claiming 23.2% for a combined 80% of the phone market, as of September 2024. According to eToday, even in Samsung's native nation of Korea, among young people 18 to 29 years old, 64% claimed they used an iPhone, with that number increasing to 75% for women in their 20s. Samsung is no stranger to being accused of imitating Apple when it comes to new features on mainstream S-series phones. With slowing Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 sales, foldable devices that Apple doesn't even sell, Samsung execs even apologized earlier this month for not being more innovative via Android Police. Rather than short-term remedies, we will secure core competitiveness. Furthermore, I believe that only new technologies that do not exist in the world and excellent quality competitiveness are the only means for Samsung Electronics to make a comeback, stated Samsung's VP of Device Solutions, Jin Young-han. It's unclear from the eToday article how far along a prospective rebranding is on Samsung's agenda. An industry insider stated to the Korean publication, "Samsung is also aware that a new brand name is needed, so there is a high possibility that a new brand will be launched. It may be too late for the next January's Galaxy S25 series to gain the new branding, but a future S series, or possibly Z series handset would certainly see it. We are heading near to the end of the year, and it's been a fantastic time. Top-tier phones established their positions with stunning designs, camera hardware has improved further, and Apple practically has AI on the iPhones already. As the year rolls off, our thoughts wander towards what's to come in early 2025. And of course, the biggest name to expect is the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Samsung has been shifting its flagship debuts earlier and earlier. The Galaxy S24 series was released toward the end of January 2024. So if everything is on schedule, we are a mere couple of months away from the S25's announcement. What should we be excited about? Well, it will purportedly be powered by the brand new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite. The incoming silicon is being touted as a hyper-performance that should finally stand up to Apple's A18 Pro CPU. Of course, One UI 7 on top of Android 15 is a realistic expectation to have, and yeah, maybe a few new AI tricks. How will the future S25 Ultra compare to the existing superb Galaxy S24 Ultra? Here's what we know so far, and what we expect. The Ultra versions often feature a crisp rectangular design for that notebook-like business vibe. However, reports suggest that the Galaxy S25 Ultra may soften up a bit, with rounder corners that will be softer on the hand. Of course, we still fully expect the frame to be titanium-coated, with that gripping porous texture that is wonderful on the Galaxy S24 Ultra. This news has us a bit worried. We kind of enjoy the S24 Ultra's design. It's unique from the rest of the range, and it means business. But we'll see what Samsung has brewing. But the Galaxy S25 Ultra will still wear the popular S Pen IP68 protection and the dual speakers, of course. It's also rumored to be ever so slightly slimmer and lighter than the Galaxy S24 Ultra, about 0.4mm and 14 grams of difference. We think it will be utterly negligible and unnoticeable in real life. For colors, we anticipate to witness another pleasant surprise. While Samsung does put more muted hues on its top-tier Ultra phones, they still have a hint of fun to them. The S24 Ultra comes in yellow and violet, next to the more boring black and gray. It also includes 2 exclusive variants in the Samsung.com store, orange and light green. So if the S25 Ultra doesn't have any spectacular default colors, it may still have a fantastic, off-the-rails unique hue from Samsung's website. Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite is now official. It's the latest and fastest chip from the firm, ultimately constructed on a 3nm technology, essentially greater power yet more energy efficiency. And yes, this is the second time Qualcomm has altered the naming of its top-shelf chips over the previous several years, but who's counting? What's nearly a given is that the Snapdragon 8 Elite will be the beating heart within the Galaxy S25 Ultra. We don't know if it will be a specific made-for-Galaxy version, like the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 inside the Galaxy S24 Ultra, but we do know that it's being touted as a long-awaited performance bump for Android phones. Finally, one to compete, and maybe beat, Apple's A-series CPOs. Don't hurry to celebrate though. These powerhouses will undoubtedly require absolutely top thermal control. So we are still cautiously optimistic here. One thing is for sure, we can't wait to run the Galaxy S25 Ultra through a variety of benchmarks and play sessions. If all goes well, it should surely hit a considerably higher score than the Galaxy S24 Ultra. If it doesn't go that well, it should have a higher peak performance, but swiftly throttle down due to warmth. We'll have to wait and see. Soft rumors are also indicating that the Galaxy S25 Ultra would now get the coveted 16 gigs RAM update, but apparently just on its 512 gigs and 1 TB storage options, while the 256 gigs model will still come with 12 gigs. The Galaxy S24 Ultra has 12 gigs RAM across all its storage options, though we can't say we've observed the phone suffering from that. The good news is that early adopters may be able to get a free storage upgrade during the pre-order period, as Samsung often likes to celebrate new product releases with free upgrades and more money back if you trade in your old phone. Okay, the Galaxy S25 Ultra should also run Android 15 with One UI 7 on top out of the box. That'll entail a UI revamp to some extent, and more new AI functions, some by Google, but potentially some more Galaxy AI tricks as well. The Galaxy S24 series was the original platform where Galaxy AI began, and it's being kept up to date. Even the new sketch-to-image feature that arrived with the Galaxy Note 6 also became available for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. With a software support pledge of 7 years, we do expect the still relatively new Galaxy S24 phones to continue to gain such new capabilities. So, unless the Galaxy S25 Ultra gets anything that really needs the power of the Snapdragon 8 Elite to work, there shouldn't be much of a difference in One UI 7 on the S24 versus the S25. Assuming the Galaxy S25 Ultra will have the same 7-year support pledge, it should be able to carry you up until 2032. Talk about not changing your phone often. The Galaxy S24 Ultra, equipped with a 200 megapixels main, 10 megapixels 3x zoom, 50 megapixels 5x zoom, and 12 megapixels ultra-wide camera. The module and the software behind it were fantastic. It has since fallen being by a few points, but it's still among the greatest cameras you can get on a phone. Unsurprisingly, Samsung won't be changing anything about it. If it works, don't meddle with it. But the ultra-wide camera will get a lift, with reports stating the S25 Ultra will feature a 50 megapixel sensor under there. But a new processor does have a new image processing pipeline, and it's also likely that Samsung may further tune up the software side of things. Maybe it will release anything to challenge Apple's new and improved photographic styles, or at the very least, better post-processing of the photos. We'll see, and we will most surely test. The 12 megapixels camera on the front of the gadget likewise feels like a low priority improvement. It works absolutely nicely. It provides us beautiful selfies with sharp details and balanced dynamics. And it's perfectly good for video calls. So we don't expect an upgrade here, nor has the rumor mill suggested anything. Battery life and charging 5,000 milliamps is currently normal. Over the past few years, a 5,000 milliamps battery in an Android flagship has become pretty much typical. Manufacturers seem to have hit a limit or a sweet spot of what a 6.7-inch phone can hold. Yes, some competitors are pushing those limitations, going up to 5,600 milliamps or even, purportedly, 6,000 milliamps in the forthcoming OnePlus 13. But the information we have so far is that the Galaxy S25 Ultra will cling to that comfy 5,000 milliamps. No complaints there, it's nice enough. The Galaxy S24 Ultra can last us more than a day with casual use, so as long as the Galaxy S25 Ultra can retain that endurance, it will be fine. The chip will be the main make it or break it here. Will the 3-in construction give us energy efficiency advantages, or will it be negated by how power hungry it is? We also haven't heard anything about charging power improvement, so we are left guessing the Galaxy S25 Ultra will have 45-watt wired charging, exactly like before. The new wireless charging standard may provide us 25-watt pucks, which is cool. But don't hold your breath for magnetic attachment compatibility for the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Magnets on the rear of the phone substantially impede the S Pen digitizer functionality, so we can't expect that this will be miraculously fixed on the S25. Instead, Samsung just opts to not install magnets in the phone. So yeah, as you can see, we do expect the Galaxy S25 Ultra to be a small upgrade over the S24 Ultra. Yeah, the chip is amazing, but we can't really complain from the performance of the Galaxy S24 Ultra now. So, should you be going blue with envy? Hard to tell, hold your horses. The Galaxy series is pretty mature yet, and we can't say upgrading a year-old phone is a requirement. It'll surely be great to study how the S25 has progressed following the S24, but right now, we feel you will be quite fine sticking on to your old Galaxy S24 Ultra into 2025. Even better, if you can acquire one at a deal after the debut of the new one, it may be worth considering. Of course, more to come and final verdict when the device is officially official, and we get to test it and push it to its boundaries. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates. Peace out.